HCAM News is supported by our viewers and by Hopkinton Drug, located in this historic New England town since 1954. They are a multifaceted store dedicated to providing clients with an array of healthcare options.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of HCAM News. I'm HCAM News Director Tom Nappy. On this edition of HCAM News, a longtime town volunteer was recognized by the Select Board, as well as some Eagle Scouts who are doing some great community work. And we have the latest Hiller Boys soccer update. But first, the new fire chief in Hopkinton was recently sworn in at the Select Board meeting.
All right, the Select Board will conduct a swearing-in ceremony for William R. Miller, our new fire chief, and review and consider approving Section 19B1 form filed by the incoming Chief Miller regarding his relationship to his brother-in-law, Lieutenant Krause. Mr. Kamalo.
What a beautiful evening. Thank you, everybody, for coming up. I would like to respectfully suggest that the board consider the Form 19 first before the swearing-in ceremony. And by way of introduction, Chief Miller has submitted the Section 19B1 form to the Select Board as his hiring authority. Here's why. His brother-in-law is also employed by the department. This presents a financial conflict. By definition, the chief is precluded from participating in any matter in which his brother-in-law has a financial interest, unless the Select Board expressly permit his participation by approving said form. I would like to share with the board and the community that the chief provided all the information required for this type of review. That review was conducted by myself and town council. We looked at all the likely instances in which the conflict that I described might arise. It could arise in instances when he is scheduling personnel, assisting the town manager in negotiating the union contracts, discipline. And we concluded after that review with town council that it was appropriate for Bill to present this form to the Select Board tonight for your consideration. And he's here tonight and available to answer any questions you may have.
So I've actually read your form, and I agree with what town council has to say. I don't think that I don't have much to ask about it. Board members?
I would say just by us having him pass muster with us last meeting would eliminate any question of his ethics and his morals. The fact that he made it through all the interviews and all the process, it would eliminate any question of integrity or morals.
You just repeat after me and raise your right hand. I, William R. Miller.
I, William R. Miller.
Promise to impart my profession standards.
Promise to impart my profession and standards.
Of the quality and integrity.
Of quality and integrity.
And shall endeavor to merit.
And shall endeavor to merit.
Public confidence in the position of fire chief.
Public confidence in the position of fire chief.
And I do solemnly swear.
And I do solemnly swear.
And affirm.
And affirm.
That I will faithfully and impartially.
I will faithfully and impartially.
Discharge, perform all the duties incumbent upon me.
Discharge all the duties incumbent upon me.
as Fire Chief of the Town of Hopkinton,
as Fire Chief of the Town of Hopkinton,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
in accordance with the Constitution of the United States of America,
in accordance with the Constitution of the United States of America,
the laws of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts,
the laws of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts,
and the Charter and bylaws of the Town of Hopkinton.
and the charters and bylaws of the Town of Hopkinton.
Congratulations, Chief.
Congratulations.
You had said something earlier, Brendan, to the Boy Scouts when they were given their thanks, and you brought a valid point up, and you said, you didn't thank your family. So first of all, I want to thank my family, my wife, my kids, my extended family, which is the Brotherhood and Sisterhood of the Fire Service. Without all of this, I would not be here today. Thank Chief Slayman. I know he's on the mend. He's doing well. Hopefully he's watching. He's proud. Again, thank the Select Board. This is a great, great honor to be stepping into this position and filling these shoes. So again, thank you to everybody.
Congrats, Chief.
Congratulations, Chief.
Thank you.
Now dismissed. We got
The Select Board also recognized longtime volunteer and a member of the Personnel Committee for 26 years, Kathleen LaFlash. Here's a look.
Volunteer recognition. Select Board will recognize Kathy LaFlash, who served on the Personnel Committee for 26 years. The nomination for recognition was submitted by Bob Levinson, who noted that Kathy's guidance, counsel, and wisdom have helped the town successfully address the numerous and complicated human resource-related challenges for many, many years. He noted that both town employees and residents have benefited from her contributions. Thank you and welcome. 26 years, that's an awful long time. And, the service to the town is just incredible. That's, it's hard to put into words what it means to all of us. Board members?
Yeah, I've known Kathy for many years, with Cub Scouts especially, and it was an excellent volunteer. And I know I always see her at town meeting, and she's always involved and knows what's going on. And I'm really going to miss you on the Personnel Committee, I'm sure, but hopefully you'll take another volunteer role, maybe. Thanks.
I'm last.
Okay.
Okay, well, just as a sidelight, I was working in the assessor's office downstairs when we got the notification that Kathy LaFlash was appointed to HR. So, we were all very happy about it then, and we're still very happy about it, but we're very sad to be losing you. You have done a wonderful job, and you've been very dedicated to the town and the employees of the town, especially. And we thank you very much for your service.
So I've known Kath for the lion's share of my life, which is well over 20-something years. Kathy has been awesome at everything that she does. HR, she's awesome at. Being a daughter, being a mom, being a wife. There's nothing that you've done, being a gas company union rep, there's nothing that you've done that hasn't been awesome. It's my privilege to know you, knowing your mom, and you know how I feel about your mom and your dad. It's not a surprise you turned out the way that you did. It's definitely a legacy, Mayor. You should be very, very proud of not just Kath, but all the kids, your grandkids, your great-grandkids, your great-great-great-grandkids. You've molded a lot of people in this town, not just your kids, people in this town, a lot more than you know. But this is about Kathy. And Kathy, awesome job. Thank you very much for everything that you've done for years and years and years. If there's anything that we can ever do for you, please don't hesitate to ask.
Sure. I just wanted to add that when I first took the position, my mom was on the Board of Selectmen. She had to abstain from voting for me.
I was going to say, was there an ethics commission form?
No, she did. The record reflect that she abstained from voting. So I was appointed to the board in 1996, and it was a part-time HR department at the time. And we were just developing. We had a part-time HR director and no paid employees. So I'm very proud of the department, the work that everyone has done collectively, the expertise that we have as a group, as a committee, what we've been able to do. And it makes me feel good to be able to step back because there's somebody else that wants to be part of the committee and give them an opportunity to do it and feel proud that we've done a lot for the town.
Good. Well, awesome. Thank you very much, Kath.
Thank you so much. I mean, thank you for
if I
your
may.
contributions to the town. And,
Norman has something?
On behalf of our town hall employees, I want to take this opportunity to thank you, Kathy, for the wonderful, fantastic, fabulous work that you've done for us. Our employee experience, as of now, would not be what it is. It is positive, it is forward-looking, it's something that we all wake up in the morning thinking, hey, we're going to Hopkinton to serve the community. All of that would not have been possible without your tireless effort as a member of the personnel committee. And in fact, your practical experience working in this field has been very, very helpful for us, especially in our work with regard to benefits, how we relate to unions, and so forth. So I really want to take this opportunity again to thank you on behalf of our town hall employees.
Thank you, Norman. Appreciate it.
and in recognition, we have a certificate we would like to present to you.
Can I say something?
Sure. Of course. Please.
I'd just like to say that my family has endured me being a town official, and when all the kids were grown up, I had my husband folding and stuffing ZBA envelopes. So they've all had a part, and I tried to instill in them that this is our town. We need to make sure that we know what's going on and protect it for the future generations. And thank you.
Thank you,
You've done
Mary.
a wonderful job instilling that.
We're going to take a quick time out on this edition of HCAM News. A whole lot more ahead. Don't go anywhere. HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Phipps Insurance Agency, representing companies such as MapFree Insurance. Their family-owned independent agency is deeply rooted in the communities they serve and offer time-tested insurance products to fit individual needs. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance specializes in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance. Welcome back to HCAM News. The Select Board also recognized some Eagle Scouts who are doing great work in the community. Here's a look.
To the meeting, so he's not able to attend. He is currently a sophomore at the University of Vermont and has a lab scheduled at this time.
That's actually Noah. Can attend.
Noah? Okay.
It's a typo.
All right.
Yep.
We have Ryan and Daniel here?
Yep.
All right. Why don't you go first?
My name is Daniel DeLeva. I'm honored to have earned the rank of Eagle Scout with part of Troop 1. My Eagle Scout project, I built a granite patio, or a patio in the back of the senior center with a granite chess table and seats for seniors to enjoy throughout the year, or not the winter. A special shout out to Swenson Granite, Western Nurseries, and McIntyre Loam, and as well as Amy Beck of the senior center for all their hard work and donations. I could not have made the project without them, and I'm so happy to have done it for everyone to enjoy.
So you actually coordinated all these organizations to come together and to donate and to work together on that?
Yes, I went to each place, told them what I was doing, and it was so lucky to have received donations and discounts to be able to purchase these materials.
Oh, fabulous. And who actually did the installation?
It was me and part of some members of my scouts, some scouts in my troop, and as well as my dad and brothers. We all helped pitch in to get it done.
That's incredible. That's awesome. Board members, do you have anything?
Yeah, so I got a couple of things. So you stole my thunder. Normally I say, would you like to thank anybody? So that was all inclusive. So again, you Eagle Scouts keep one-upping each other. So you're making me think on my feet. I have to come up with another question. So as someone in my professional life who does a lot of hiring, I know that when I'm looking at resumes, and I say this repeatedly when Eagle Scouts come up, that if it's a close race between you and somebody else that may or may not be an Eagle Scout, I certainly lean on the fact that you're an Eagle Scout. It's something that you're going to carry with you for the rest of your life. It's something you should be very, very proud of. And it just shows your perseverance, and it shows your courage and your dedication. The one thing I will note that you left out on who you'd like to thank would be your parents. So there will be a curfew for quite a bit longer, I'm sure. But I'm sure that there's nothing, like, you couldn't have done anything without their help. So thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Excellent.
My Eagle Scout project was the pouring and installation of an asphalt pad at EMC Park, and then using a stencil to trace out and paint a map of the United States with labels for kids to learn geography and like just have a more physical, hands-on way of learning the states and capitals and all that stuff.
You know, I love that. My kids hated me because every time I took them to the doctor, they had a similar thing, and I would play the geography game with them, name this capital. So how'd you come up with this idea, and how'd you make it come to fruition?
Honestly, I took some inspiration through looking up Eagle Scout project ideas, and I saw a couple ones that said making installations and like painting stuff on playgrounds, and then I kind of developed it from there and made it my own.
Excellent. And you reached out to pavers to put in the blacktop?
Yes, I received a very generous donation of materials and labor costs from Asphalt Engineering, and it's very nice of them to help me with that.
Oh, that's incredible. So thank you for for your project. Again, this is your stamp on the town, and that's going to be there. So.
Leading up to their first game of the season, we caught up with the Hillers boys varsity soccer team, and we also had their first game of the year versus Medfield live on HCAM. Hopkinton Hillers boys varsity soccer is coming off a COVID-shortened season last year, hoping to improve on last year's 2-4-4 record. This year's team is being led by 3 experienced captains.
Owen Schnorr, I play center mid.
Tori Ito, I play center mid.
Andrew Gahn, I play center back.
Yeah, so we have a lot of returners, so practices have been going smoothly. A lot of leaders on our team. The young guys are getting acquainted nicely, and we're looking good so far. Working on finishing, getting ready to score some goals this season.
Do you have any personal goals this year?
Win the TVL. That's not really personal, but I would love to do that.
They're going pretty well. I think we have, like Owen said, we have a large group of returning players, and we also added a lot of new players. So with more people, there's like a better practice environment. It's really competitive out here, and it helps all of us get better.
And do you have any goals for the season?
Yeah, just win the TVL. Hopefully make a long run in states too.
It's been fantastic, but the group we have here is just great. We have great energy in practice. We've had a few scrimmages. We're looking good. We're ready for the season. It's going to be great.
Terrific. And what's your goals this year?
Just like they said, we want to make a long states run. We want to win TBO, win a bunch of games. Yeah.
All right, and it must be nice practicing without masks on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So freeing. Awesome.
Head coach Garrett Sawyer enters his 18th season at the helm.
It's been going great. All the guys came into our preseason in good shape and excited about the season. So every time we've been out to train, they put in a lot of effort. There's a good positive spirit in the team, and they're doing whatever they need to do individually as a group to give us the best opportunity to be successful.
And some good experienced captains this year. Can you talk about them?
Yeah, so it's Owen Schnurr, Tora Ito, and Andrew Gahn. They have all been on varsity. This is their third year on varsity. They're all very good soccer players. They work hard, they have a positive attitude, and because of that they've earned the respect of their teammates, and they're willing to push them and get the maximum out of themselves and their teammates. So they're good communicators with their teammates as well. So we're happy to, or fortunate to have such great captains.
And what are some of the things you're working on in these early practices?
Putting the ball in the net. And I think that that's the hardest thing in soccer. I think because we have an experienced team, we've played together a lot in past years. I think we don't have to focus on the tactics quite as much. We can focus on finishing and restarts and things like that.
And it must be nice coaching without a mask on.
Oh yeah, it's basically back to normal this year. We're really excited to have it back to normal soccer rules and just being able to play free and not worry about some of those extras.
On September 8th, the Hillers hosted their season opener versus Medfield. The game was scoreless until just under 5 minutes of the second half.
There's a Toro Ito, senior captain for the Hillers. Out in front, and a header and a goal! With the score, Andrew Gahn. What a beauty of a corner from Ito, and Andrew Gahn gets it done to put the Hillers on the board with 35:40 left in the second half. The Hillers struck just over 4 minutes after that. Ito sends it over. Rushing in. Open opportunity. There's a goal. Yes, Tora Ito with the goal. It was Schnurr that had the initial shot to get Spence out of place, and Ito had a wide open net to make it a 2-0 lead for Hopkinton. Owen Schnurr finds Ito, and the Hillers go up 2-0 and would never look back, taking the win in their season opener, 2-0 over Medfield. It's time to take a look at our photo of the week. Courtesy of John Palmer, the Hopkinton Historical Society on Hayden Row has a brand new look. Feel free to go and check it out. It is looking great. Upcoming town government meetings include on Monday, September 13th at 7 p.m., the Planning Board, which can be seen on HCAM TV. And then on Tuesday, September 14th, we'll have the Conservation Commission. For all upcoming town government meetings, head over to hopkintonma.gov. Believe it or not, we are out of time for this edition of HCAM News, but don't worry, next week we'll be back at 6:30 sharp. For everyone at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. Take care, be well, and we'll talk to you again soon.